So when we are talking about the qualified surviving spouse, this QSS do actually mention a concept constantly, and sometimes it's really confusing, even counterintuitive. Okay, so the concept is called the household upkeep. So let's quickly give you a scenario so you guys can understand what is considered household upkeep and what is not. So, for example, one surviving spouse, they're living with, for example, a person, let's call that A, right? And she lives with her daughter, right? And so, you know what? Say, in like some tragic accidents, one of the spouse passed away, and so basically, while this one of spouse live with the dependent, right? Live with a kid together, and after one of the spouse passed away, these kids can receive a benefit from Social Security called Social Security Survival benefits. Okay, so let me just write it out for you. So Social Security Survivor benefits. Okay, say that benefits is for $14,000 per year. Okay, so that benefits are used for, say, school. Okay, school fees and for clothing, right? And for other activities of that kid. So, under all this, does all this money, Social Security Survivor benefit, all this money, does IRS consider that as a household upkeep? But if you think about it, it's kind of the money that's spent in everyday basis, right? Spent on the kid. But remember, all this is not considered the household, not consider the household upkeep. If you look at that household upkeep, it's more related to the house. So everything that connected to the house. So for example, you buy the house, you got like a mortgage to pay. You got a wire, you have the electricity to the house, or the utilities, and the food. Put the food on the table, we sometimes say, right? Or the food eaten in the home. You know what? That is the household upkeep. Okay? So that means even though the children receive the Social Security survival benefits, all that is not considered the household upkeep. Okay? So the person A, say, the A also pays the household upkeep about, say, $32,000. Okay? So you know what? If the surviving spouse paid this much, and nobody else, even though, say, Social Security survival benefits from Social Security, they also give this household money, but that is not contribute to the household upkeep. That's a specific dedicate for the kid, right? So that's definitely qualified for the 50%, for over 50% of the cost of maintaining this household, and like no one else, even though the Social Security survival benefits, but that is not contributing to the household upkeep. So you know what? This person A is qualified for these qualified surviving spouse benefits. Okay? Qualifying for QSS. Alright. So through this example, I want to reiterate that the survivor benefits only matter if they, the surviving spouse, pay for household upkeep. That majorly is the mortgage, which is a big part, and utilities, food. And food at home, not that you go out to eat, right? Food at home. Even if they pay for clothes or school fees and all that, all this clothes, school fees and right, this does not affect this calculation. So the only number that matters is household upkeep. All this number that sort of contribute to maintaining of the household, that matters. Everything else does not matter, even though some other third party contribute to it. As long as they'll not contribute to the household upkeep, all this money does not matter. So you need to exclude that.